Hi. Okay, so this is video number 8 for the latitude and longitude. All right, so this is a great map for the entire world. It's got a really big interval just to make it a little easier on us. It's enough lines that we can practice, but it's not too many lines that it took too long for us to draw them and understand how to construct them. The problem with this map is that it's not super accurate. So, for example, if I'm out kayaking on the ocean, I need to be able to give my exact latitude and longitude so that the Coast Guard can come rescue me. The problem with the map that we have is that this grid is so big that I can fit the entirety of New York State inside one of those blocks. And the coordinate pairs that we've created during this exercise, we're inferring off of a 15-degree block. So we can guess to pretty close to the nearest 7.5 perhaps, but we would really have a hard time narrowing it down even further. So what we need to learn from this is that this map is showing a 15-degree interval. So what would it look like if we broke it down and went to a 1-degree interval? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to zoom in on the map and I'm going to look at what a 1-degree interval looks like. So I'm going to zoom in on this red square. And in this red square, I'm going to break it up into 15 individual degrees. And then I'm going to take one of those and I'm going to break it up even more. So even 1 degree. So in this frame right now that we're looking at 1 degree across the top or across the bottom and 1 degree across the side. So you'll notice that it's going from 1 degree north to 2 degrees north. So this whole thing is only 1 degree. And that's equal to about 111 kilometers. So if I were to tell the Coast Guard, hey, I'm shipwrecked in my kayak, I'm out in the water, I lost my boat, I lost my paddle, I'm floating here, the sharks are going to eat me, come save me. And I gave them a coordinate that included 2 degrees by 2 degrees, or 2 degrees by, they would have to search this huge area to see if they could find me, this little person in a yellow kayaking suit. They'd actually be searching for a really long time because kayakers are really hard to find. So what I would love to be able to do is I'd love to be able to give them a much more accurate location, a much more accurate coordinate pair. So to do that, we're going to take this 1 degree and we're going to break it up into a smaller unit. We do this all the time with known standard units. So for example, I'm 6'7". So I'm 6 feet, 7 inches. I'm not 6 feet, I'm not 7 feet, but I'm 6'7". So we break up feet into inches so that we can be even more exact. We do the same thing with meters. We break up meters into smaller units called centimeters, and we can break up centimeters into smaller units called millimeters. We do this all the time so that we can take one known standard and, be really accurate with it. So what we do with degrees is we break up a single degree. So from 1 degree to 2 degrees, we break it up into 60 parts. So you'll notice down here at the bottom, still getting used to marking on this, that this says 1 degree right there, but then it says 0, 0, and it has a little symbol right here. That symbol is minutes. So we're going to take 1 degree and we're going to break it up into 60 minutes. Now you're already familiar with this because of time. So you know there's 60 minutes in an hour. So if I were to say there's 60 minutes in a degree, it works very similar to the way we talk about time. So if at the bottom of this map is 1 degree and at the top is 2 degrees, then what would be in the middle? Well, we would say it's 1 degree, 30 minutes, because there's 30 minutes is half of the degree. 30 minutes is half of 60. So what we can do now is we can expand our coordinate pairs to include minutes. Now, in your homework with this assignment, with the New York State cities, your coordinate pairs are going to be given to you in degrees and minutes. There is a video on how to estimate that. You don't have to be spot on with that particular assignment, but it's going to help you narrow in. It's going to help you say, okay, well, where would 1 degree 22 minutes be? All right, so and to answer that, I'll write that up here. So 1 degree 22 minutes, we'll say we're looking for north latitude. So I would want to look at, okay, well, here is 1:15, 1 degree 15 minutes. Here is 1:30, 1 degree 30 minutes. I want 1:22. I want 1 degree 22 minutes. So I'd go, that's going to be in between these two. So I'd count off. There's 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So 1 minute 22, or sorry, 1 degree 22 minutes north is that parallel right there going across the map. So now I could also give a longitude that was very precise. Let's say 1 degree 38 minutes. And this should be west, not we say north. That's a mistake. I'm going to have to fix that. Take a minute, pause this. Think about why these are wrong. Okay, so if you paused it and you thought about it, these are all saying north. North is not a direction for longitude. These should either say east or west. And so if I look at this, I can say, okay, well, where would the equator be? The equator is the value of 0. So on which side of the diagram would 0 be? So if I count down to 145, 130, 115, 100, the prime meridian would be somewhere over here on the right-hand side, and we are the world. So all of these shouldn't be north. They should all be west. Nice little learning opportunity there. All right, so going back to finding me and my kayak in the middle of the ocean. So I'm looking for my longitude coordinate is 1 degree 38 minutes west. Didn't need that little M there because the symbol. So 1 degree 38 minutes, that's going to be between 1 degree 30 and 1 degree 45 minutes. So I go 130, 131, 132, 133, 134, 135, 136, 137, 138. So about right in the middle. So that would mean that I'd be on this meridian right here, and where they crisscross, that's where I'm going to be. So by giving my latitude and longitude with a smaller unit, with a smaller known standard unit called a minute, I can be much more precise. What you have to remember is there's 60 minutes in a degree. Okay, so from this, we're now done with this video. The next video is going to be video number 9, which we're going to do some sample problems from the reading packet, from the Unit 2 reading packet. And then that's it for the video lessons, and you can move on to the assignment, which is Earth Science 210, or Worksheet 210, New York City latitude and longitude. There is a video, a how-to video embedded in that assignment. So you can end this and move on to the next video, which is video number 9.